Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Born in June. How you doing or whatever? Hey kings and queens. Don't be get us so early, sis. Calm down. So guys, we are going over May's budget. I'm a little excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little excited. But anyways, guys, hella excited, but you know what? Let's get started. Let's not even go into the talking. Let's get started. So just to let you guys know what I'm using, I am using the Pentel RSVP Fine Point, which is this bad boy right here. And I'm basically just gonna be writing down my bills, sinking funds, and any of those that I need to write down. I'm gonna use this. Then I'm also going to be using the Pilot G207 pens. I'm going to be using green, purple, and blue. And just to let you guys know the difference between all of the colors, these are manual bills, these are automatic bills, and these are what I have left over. So I'm hella excited. I'm also got some white out here because with the color changes, I'm definitely gonna, be making some mistakes maybe. So, I gotta keep the white out on deck. So I'm ready. And I got a calculator so you guys can see what's up. You can see what's up. Anyways, let's, cut to the chase. Let's move on to the budget itself, guys. It is 8:49 in the morning. 8:49 in the morning. But I'm in the military, so I usually know how much I'm gonna be paid on the 1st, on the 15th, like a week before, so I know what to budget. So this is an actual budget. This isn't like a maybe. This is an actual budget. So let's get started, guys. I'm hella excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. So the first thing we're gonna write down is income, right? And my first of the month, my first paycheck income is more than likely my biggest income, and that's because I have allotments, and allotments are just money you tell the government to save for you, and then they give it to you at the first of the month. So my first paycheck is usually the bigger paycheck. So we're just gonna write down our paycheck date, which is 1 May. Okay, so now I'm gonna write down my incomes and then we'll be back. Okay guys, so these are my incomes. So basically I have 3 allotments, and like I said, allotments are just money you ask the government to hold for you until they pay it to you on the 1st of the month. So I have 2 Navy Federal allotments. So I'm gonna be using the purple pen, which you guys know is for manual payments. So the purple pen, I'm gonna use the blue pen first. So the blue pen, these are automatic payments for bills and stuff like that. So the first one is this one, which is $260. So my first allotment I'm gonna be writing down is $260. This is an automatic payment. My second actual is $120. And those are actually automatic payments for different bills and various things like that. The purple pen, which is for things that we'll be paying, my manual bills and stuff like that. My first allotment is $2,900. And my 1 May check is $578.06. So let's add all this up. So 2,900 plus 260 plus 120 plus 578.06. And that comes up to a whopping total of my total itself of $3,858.06. So that is what my total income is. And like I said, these are money that I've set aside throughout the month so I can be paid it on the 1st. And then this is my one paycheck, which is separate from my 15th paycheck because we get paid the 1st and the 15th. The reason why these amounts are so much in the beginning is because I pay all my bills with my first check. I pay all my bills with all of these money that I've saved throughout the month. All my bills are paid from my first check. My 15th and my 1 May paycheck and my 15th May paycheck is for my challenges that I'm doing, my 5K and 10K challenge. If you haven't seen, the update or whatever, go check it out. But yeah, but this is my total for 1 May, $3,858.06. So we're gonna switch back over. And if you don't like color on paper, I'm sorry, but that's just me. It helps me differentiate and understand what's happening easier when I look back over it, So if that's not for you, still watch the video, like, comment, and subscribe, but that's just how I keep up with my bills and know what's doing what. So yeah, guys. So I'm gonna now write out my bills and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna go through them. Okay, guys, so like I said, these are my bills for the month, my actual bills. Like, if I didn't pay these, like how would I survive, So these are my bills for the month here in Korea, and I'm gonna put the date for all of these bills. Most of these bills are paid, like I said, with my first paycheck, and so they fall within the first paycheck time period. So the day of rent, my rent is in real life due on the 7th. That's just how it works over here in Korea. Don't ask me why. It's actually due on the day you move in. You can pay it early if you want, that's no problem, but your rent is actually due on the day you move in. It's not like in the States where you pay your rent on the 1st consistently. No, if you move in on the 17th, that's your official day of paying your rent, the 17th of the month. Hey, I ain't mad at it, but I pay my rent on the 1st. Even though I moved into my apartment on the 7th, I pay my rent on the 1st just to keep it normal and consistent for me, and so I don't forget, because I will tend to forget, and you gotta keep that consistency. So rent is paid on the 1st, and this is the same for all of these up to savings. So I'm gonna put the 1st here, and I'm just gonna draw a line. All of these bills are paid on the 1st. So my groceries, I take out the entire money on the 1st when I do my cash stuffing. My tithing is an automatic payment, all that. So let me just go through. My insurance is actually paid on the 15th of every month. I set it to be paid on the 15th of every month, so that's my insurance. My phone bill actually comes out on the 13th of every month. My Netflix comes out on the 10th. My Apple Music comes out on the 8th. And then my USAA savings is basically what is left over from this 120, because this 120 goes to USAA and all of these bills come out of my USAA account. So my insurance, phone bill, Netflix, Apple Music, and Apple Music, these all come out of my USAA account, and the total of that is 120 or under. So this is basically whatever is left over, and because all of these bills fall between the 1st and the 15th, I'm just gonna put that this USAA savings is the 15th. So, boom. All right, so actually, this is my actual bill that I have for the 1st of May to last me up until the 15th. This is actually what this is what I'm actually gonna be paid, but I'm gonna put it under budget because some of these fluctuate, okay? These fluctuate, so I'm gonna put it under budget itself, not under actual. I think I said that earlier that I was gonna put it under actual. No, I'm gonna put it under budget since that is what, you know, these are my estimates. So, and everything basically, actually, that's true. Cause it's, sorry guys, I got a notification on my phone and I'm recording on my phone. So anyways, so let's write under budget. And this is what I'm gonna be taking out of the bank for these. So yeah, so because this is what I'm actually gonna take out of the bank for all of these payments, I'm gonna put it under budget. But it's also actual at the same time because I'm gonna change the money, pay my rent, and whatever is left over is gonna stay in that envelope. Just like last month when I paid my rent, this is my rent envelope. I paid my rent last month and I had a couple dollars left over. So I actually just kept it in there, and whenever next month comes around, I'll just use that if I'm like short or something. So this is actual money that I'm taking out for these. All right, so let's go into how much all of these cost. So this one is when I'm actually manual payments. So my rent is a manual payment and I budget for rent $12.50. Electricity, I budget $1.80. Gas for my home, I budget as $50. Tithing for the month, I budget as $4.80. That is 10% of my total income. Actually, tithing should be, no, it's a manual payment. It's a manual payment. My parents take out that money out of my account and they, yeah, so that's a manual payment. Groceries is $200. There is 4 weeks this month. Let me verify. Y'all, last month, right? Let me tell you what my dumb butt did. Last month, I was like, oh, there's 5 weeks in April, but like, I don't need to account for 5 weeks. I'll just do 4. When I tell you, still struggling, like I have 1 more week to go. When I tell you that baby girl was dum-dum. So yeah, this gives me 4 weeks. I mean, I have 3 days that, you know, into 5 weeks, but because it's not over 4, I'm not gonna count it. So, groceries is 4 weeks, $50 a week. So I'm gonna do 200. I did buy my majority of my meals in the beginning of the month. Never again, y'all. I'm doing week to week. Gas in my car is $50. I know we aren't going anywhere, but I would rather keep consistency rather than to, you know, make a change and then whoop, now I need to increase it again. Now I keep it consistent for my bills. So everything else I'll do a move around, skedaddle, whatever. But for my bills, I'm actually gonna keep it how it is. So that's it for everything that I pay manually. These are all payments that are automatic. So I'm gonna use the blue pen. Savings, automatic of $260. Insurance went down, you know, this month, and I think for April as well, but it's going down for May because, you know, the insurance companies are like, oh, everyone's not driving as much, like we're gonna give you guys back coins or whatever. And I was like, oh, cool, cute. And so this month I was only charged like $21, $22, but I budgeted $26 for it. And, you know, I'm gonna stick with that because, like I said, at some point Corona's gonna go. At some point they're gonna let people out more and more, and so I would rather keep my same budget than to make that change. And if it so be that, you know, oh, it's actually, you know, less or more, then I can make that adjustment under actual, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put what I had initially before they decided to decrease this, and that insurance was $26. So that's what I'm gonna put. My phone bill, I'm gonna put at $65. This is my estimate. This is the highest I've paid so far. And so I'm gonna keep it at 65, you know, just for me knowing and so forth. Netflix consistently is $11.10. Faithful. Okay. Y'all, did y'all see that they wanted Netflix? I think Netflix and like Hulu and all the major, you know, TV network right now, because everyone's watching it, they wanted them to stop, you know, making payments. Like they should, you know, give us Netflix for free, basically. Little baby, okay? I understand your mortgage. I understand your car note. I understand those things. You know, they're major bills, one. And right now we're in a health/financial crisis. Understandable. But you mean to tell me the thing that is optional, you want me to stop it because you don't want to pay 11, 12, 13? Betty, it's optional. Remove it if you can't afford it. Like right now, you can't afford it, sis. They're still gonna keep your account with your name and gonna let you, and they're gonna say, oh, it's sad to see you go, but we look forward to when you come back. Netflix understands if you want to let their, you know, program go. They understand. But don't come over here and talk about, ooh, they should give it to us for free. Girl, sir, girl, bye. Who came up with this? Like, it's $11, and I'm not saying that everybody can afford $11, because some of them is for like $7.99. But you know, it's not a necessity, okay? It's a luxury. Please understand that. It's a luxury. It's not a necessity. So that's just my 2 cents on that little tidbit right there. But I'll pay my $11.10 for Netflix. Apple Music is $14.99. And then for USA Savings, how I calculate that is this $120, because like I said, everything here basically in blue except for savings. Everything, insurance, phone bill, Netflix, and Apple Music is all paid from this $120. So all I do is $120 minus this $26 for, back up, minus the $26 for insurance, minus the $65 for the phone, minus the $11.10 for Netflix, minus the $14.99 for Apple Music, and that leaves me with $2.91. And that is basically the difference of what's left over from the $1.20. I leave this in my USAA account because, like I said, these are paid out of my USAA account. I leave that $2.91 in my USAA account as basically a buffer. If there's anything that goes above, like my phone bill or my insurance, it's a buffer. There shouldn't be anything, you know, too drastic of a change. But you know, that almost $3 is a buffer if it needs to be. So now we're just gonna calculate everything. So my bills total is $2,590, and from my 3858.06, it's minus 2590, and so I have a leftover amount of $1,000. $268.06. Okay, that's my leftover, and we're gonna move it down here into budget, which is 1268.06. Okay, right guys, so that is all our bills taken care of. So let's move on to envelopes. Okay, y'all, so these are my envelopes basically, and these are all manual payments. These are my cash stuff and envelopes, so they're all manual payments. So they all, everything from here on forth will be written in basically purple ink. So yeah, purple ink. So yeah, should be easy now for you guys to, you know, disseminate or whatever. So the first thing, my hair is $60. We are currently on shutdown and we can't get our hair done or whatever, so I've been doing my own hair. It reminded me why I love my hair and why I hated the process of doing it. So it's one of those things, man. 20 trees is gonna get $10. House stuff is gonna get $20. Personal care is gonna get $15. Going away dinner is gonna get $20 as usual, 20. And some of y'all might be like, going away dinner, it's like, y'all still have that? Listen, we don't, but I'm still saving it. So I'm still putting it in my envelope and considering it savings. So whenever we start having these again, then it's just gonna be normal for me to have the $20. But yeah, I'm just basically keeping it for right now. So, and keeping the consistency. That's my thing, like keeping consistency in my life so it doesn't like changes and I'm just like, what the hell, bro? When everything starts happening again, like I'm just like, hey, this has been happening. This ain't nothing new under the sun. Like ain't no changes, no gain, no pain, nothing. Okay, so spending money for me is $40, which is $10 a week. Ooh, guys, I have to get so much better with this spending money. I have already spent all my spending money for the month and I still have one more week to go. What is wrong with me? This is $10 a week. Ooh, I need to calm down. Going out is $50, and this doesn't necessarily mean going out. This is just to do things with my friends, and I do a lot of shits and giggles meals. So, you know, let's try this to try it. And that's basically what this is right now. Like, we ain't going nowhere. So it's just shits and giggles meals and something like that. So yeah. So let's calculate how much everything is. $215. Y'all, I love this calculator. I love that I can go back and see what I typed in. Beautiful, guys, it's beautiful. So the total for this is $215. That's the total for my envelopes, and then my leftover. So I have 1268.06 minus 215, and that is 1053.06. Boom, guys. That's how much I got left over. All right, let's move over to sinking funds, baby. Sinking funds. My leftover is 1053.06. Okay, y'all, so let's write down how much our sinking funds are. So, y'all, last month I had car maintenance at like $15. I was like, nah, sis, you need to raise that. So I changed it to $24. $5 this month. You know, put a little extra in there because even though my car isn't like the newest of cars, like it's still gonna have a little issue here and there. So I wanted to make sure that was correct. And then birthdays for US and Canada was 68. And then JA birthdays was 87 for this month. And then my birthday is $100. $100, baby. $100. Travel for Korea, I've lowered it to 60. One, I'm not going anywhere, but two, this is me building up savings for when I need to go somewhere or when we open up back so we can be going places. So that's Travel Korea. And then clothing is a new sinking fund that I have, and they is $30. Yeah, I definitely needed to start a clothing sinking fund because baby girl needed to be able to buy clothes, okay? So for my sinking funds total, and then left over is 1053.06 minus 370. 683.06. So left over is 683.06. So let's move on down. Guys, I don't actually have any debt that I paid to. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. That's crazy. So I do have debt. My debt comes out of my paycheck before I even see it. So this is what I'm actually getting minus that debt, right? So this is all, these are all my coins. My debt automatically gets paid through the government because that's who has that's who the debt is with. It's basically like garnishment. It comes out before you even see it. So that's basically all it is. So I don't actually have any of those debt or whatever that I pay like outside of that. So I'm just gonna put that little line right there, cute or whatever. So we just gonna skip that little section. That is hella nice. That is beautiful. You see that beautiful line through extra debt? Beautiful lines. And you might be like, hey, why don't you just pay it off since you have the money? You know, it's interest free, y'all. It's interest free and it's not bothering me. So I'm just gonna let it ride out. It's interest free. Now, if I was gonna interest on it like my credit card and all those other things, then yeah, baby girl would have been like, yeah, but nah, it's interest free. So I'm just gonna let it ride out. I thought about it and I was like, I could pay it off, but in these corona times, nah, sis, not in these corona times. I don't just let it do what it do. So we're gonna move down to extra savings down here. And so what we have left over is 683.06. And so now we're gonna write down also what we're doing in extra savings, and that is 10K and $5 challenge. Like I said, if you are not on the bandwagon to these challenges, now is not probably the best time to do it, but if you can, then hopefully you can save, you know, something during these corona times. And that's basically what the 10K and $5 challenge is. It's basically to help me save throughout the year because I didn't know what to do with all the extra income I had now that I wasn't paying debt. Bruh, I didn't know. So I started these challenges to help me with that. And then I also have, you know, a little savings. And these are on the extra savings because they're challenges, but they're still savings. So, for the 10K and $5 challenge, I have 680. And then for the what is actual savings is gonna be $3. And I'm wondering if I should be putting it, I'm gonna put in blue because you know what? I haven't touched this money. This isn't manually me touching it. This is just me moving it from one account to the other. And so savings, I have $3.06. And so savings total, I know, multicolored, right? Saving total is $683.00. Leftover is 0. So my total income is, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 0. That's what's left over. Okay, y'all, boom. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Look at me. Look at my first paycheck all spread out, cute or whatever. Now, guys, we're gonna do a cash breakdown. Oh, I thought cash breakdown. So I'm just gonna move this up here. I'm gonna list out all of my categories, and then we're gonna do cash breakdown. Let's go. So anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe to the channel. If you did, leave a comment. And if you did, like, see that W? Like the video. Like the video. And share it with somebody, you know. Right now with Corona, we all gotta be making a budget. We all gotta be doing what we need to do, you know, because baby, they ain't never gonna catch me in a position where I'm slipping again. Never. And unfortunately, some of us just wasn't prepared for the pandemic that we're going through. So, I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys, you know, we can get through this. And I just want to thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And bye, guys. Spare fingers. Spare fingers. Why do I always do these stupid things at it? Spare fingers. Bye, y'all.
How you wanna do it? How you wanna get it? I'm out that, out of my mind. Can't even talk, can't even walk. Bad little thing.